Hey, so a bunch of you are wondering why you are being targeted and who you are being targeted by, right? There's a whole bunch of conspiracy theories about this demographic called the targeted individual. Well, I can tell you who's doing it. It's the Epstein class. That's right. They're doing it for human experimentation, and that's what much of their trafficking was for. They like to work with something called wireless body area networks, and that's why Epstein thought he was playing 5D chess, because they're actually playing a game of simulations. You can look this up. I think it is the World Simulation Model or something like that. I don't know. Whatever it is along with Palantir's digital twin. And this is an industry rollout. So everybody in the industry basically wants digital twins for industrial regulation, like to watch their own industry, right? So this is about industry itself. It's a whole change to the industry. But while they were rolling this out, they were targeting people so that they could obviously collect the data. Because not only is this industrial, it is for telehealth or remote patient monitoring, which they were able to roll out again through COVID and the pandemic. This allowed them to gather massive amounts of data and also target people covertly. Now, they've always been targeting, okay? Targeted individuals have been around for a long ass time, but they ramped it up using COVID as a guise so that they can roll out their nanotechnology and then their brain-computer interface, and then they could play all these stupid games under another guise of the occult and magic and witchcraft. So that's why you have whole networks on YouTube discussing the divine feminine and masculine, concepts that they stole, this new ageism bullshit, the chosen, that's a targeting group. The coaches in narcissistic personality disorder like Sam Vaknin and Richard Grannon are specifically converting targeting people into their narcissistic personality coaching. And there is Jordan Peterson. So there's basically a whole bunch of influencers and people who are producing media or publishing. And now, why would you want to target individuals if you are working in media or publishing? Well, that's because the nanotechnology is operating as a brain-computer interface, a brain-machine interface. So they're literally taking the thoughts and the biological data from people, putting it up into the cloud, and then disseminating it to their affiliates or their chosen friends. All the people who are willing to lie for them, all the people who are willing to kill for them, all the people that are willing to take bribes, okay? So all of this information is supposed to be used for remote patient monitoring, but it's being used to update their matrix. So they build genetic algorithms, they build narrative networks, they build the algorithm in general based on somebody's biological data, the surveillance of that, the real-time surveillance of that. So that's the real-time surveillance of your internal monologue, of your thoughts, of your health, of your cells. It's going down to what? Molecular communication and quantum communications. So you might have heard the other day Elon talking about vision for the blind, right? And microwave technology assisting with that, basically so that they are given some sort of a cloned or synthetic spectral ability to see. So this same microwave technology is what they're using in order to have their synthetic telepathy. You can see all the people claiming to be gifted, claiming to be psychics, claiming to be receiving downloads. They literally think thought is a download because they're all tethered cybernetically to the cloud, and it's being beamed to them through microwave technology. Exactly the way that Elon says vision for the blind is going to work is how they receive their vision through the mind's eye of other people. And they're receiving information about other people because when other people are targeted and networked into their grid or into their cloud, everybody that's tethered and that's receiving two-way communication is now sharing in that. Researchers and scientists like Michael Levin consider this to be stress sharing. So let's say if somebody is sick, you can just clone another person's healthy cellular signaling and then sort of beam that out to everybody, update everybody's cellular communication within that network, and they're now all stress sharing or getting, as the cult likes to call it, DNA upgrades. This, I'm not even joking, okay? This is what they're doing. This is what they're targeting people for. They're targeting people to create DNA profiles for Meta. Meta is the one that's storing it. You got Amazon, you got Microsoft, you got OpenAI, you got all those people. These are the ones involved in the overall project. It's a part of their network state. They're really out here recruiting a whole bunch of people who want to be influencers. So the network is filled with YouTube, TikTok, Facebook, and that's the incentive. Oh, just lie for us and create this narrative network where we can target people, where we can subsume their identity, where we can eat up their genetic profiles, where we can just take from them, deplete them, destiny swap, energy magic, mental illness on a mass scale being sold to you for what? So they can hide that they're engaged in human experimentation, deprivation of rights, and human rights abuses, and that they've created a Stasi worldwide in order to do so. And that Stasi is demented. They're mentally ill. You might as well just, if I'm sure the older Stasi, the Eastern European Stasi was much better because these people are so mentally ill. Okay, they're so far gone. Ew, it's so disgusting being targeted by these people. It's the nastiest shit. So you connect everybody's brains, and what they created was basically a prison culture. Okay, imagine networking a bunch of mentally ill people. That is hell, a literal hell, which is why they target you with it, because now you get to be in their hell. It's disgusting.